Right, so we said we want to switch over to construction repair. I'm actually going to save here. That's not the save button. The save button is up here. And we called this 2A was the last attempt we had, so we're going to take this, and this is going to be a 3A because we're in stream 3, and that is a temporary save. And we're still at war with all of the world, but we freed the northern part of, let's say, the main continent that really matters, right? Because well, this is, you know, Trump territory. It's gonna go down the drain eventually. Ha! Shots fired! That looks good! The most amazing thing is that King China has a bigger name than the German Reich, and we own more territory, even though it's crap, but we're working on that. Is there anything we can do right now to make our situation even more livable? This is all good. Nothing we can do here. We could start training more troops. We didn't really lose that many, which is actually quite nice. But we would need guns and all the stuff. We are working on the construction and the repair. As soon as the repair is done, we go back to construction. There's a lot of stuff we have to do here to get the resources. We also do want to have that button. More military factories. Also, I completely forgot that you can drag and drop these. Right there. I don't care about any of this. How are we doing then in production? 55. This is good. I think if we get it up to there, we should be fine. Every other factory we get now, every surplus factory, maybe another 5. So once we pass the 60 mark, we will start producing other things like tanks. Speaking of tanks, how about... what do you want for it? Panzer 1, Panzer 2, Panzer 2, Leopard, Marder, Jagd Leopard. A light tank destroyer. Who does that? I mean, I like the idea. That would be something for us specifically. More punching power, so it's basically punching power of a medium, speed of a light. Speed 15.4, that's a lot. We would need motorized to support that. Otherwise, with the standard army or foot soldiers, that wouldn't work. But we do have the oil now, right? Well, that's a thing. Panzer 3. 4. Good. This would be my go-to best tank of the war. Hands down. And I mean all nations, not just Germany. Best tank of the war. If they had just stuck to that and mass-produced it, outcome might have been different. Pretty happy that it wasn't, obviously. But, you know. Stuck 3. Jagdpanzer 4. They haven't advanced to the Panther yet, but they do have the Tiger. I would go for something like that. Is there a way to actually see what upgrades they put in there, or is it just looking at armor 80? Armor 80. Oh, there's no upgrade in armor here. 84. 84, 81, reliability 84. What do we really need? Defense? No. Breakthrough, soft attack, hard attack. So 51, 25, 19. 51, 25, a little bit. 20, that's better. That's the standard one. 51, 25, 19, sure. And that's also crap. So, if anything, it would be that one. Keep that in mind. We might go for that. How about here? That's just artillery. We can request license production for just standard motorized, so we don't need to research it. I guess we can now research it, right? Shouldn't be a big deal. Well played. I didn't read chat for a while, it seems. Yeah, I was going to cheese the peace deal by cutting off territory. It's just how the AI works, and they have improved on that a lot. What you usually do is you get the coastline of whatever territory you have, and then you just, you know, cut it off, and everything that's in here will be yours, because they start taking territory somewhere, and then they try to connect and expand and expand and expand. And if you actually put a wedge in between, they're not going to go past it until they have all the territory taken here. That's how that works. I always knew that I was never going to be able to get anything around here. which is where the heavy resource, the heavy machinery, the heavy factories are. This territory is worth as much as all of Germany, and that would be really nice. So we were just taking all of the territory to have a bigger China, really. That's all we were doing. And get some free factories that come with the territory because they have been produced there. But that's mostly this area here. This up here is completely worthless. But then again, if I hadn't taken it, if I had just, you know, drawn the line here, Germany would have taken that, and that would have given Germany a longer front line from which to attack. And I don't like that. Now we have a relatively nice line. We need to cut in here to reach the mountains, and then just hold the mountains. We can actually build forts along these mountains because they belong to us, and I would have really liked to get this piece as well. So, right here, build heavy forts. Right here, put your troops. Done. Let them try to attack. They won't get anywhere. They can't land over here. That's too far away. I mean, they can't get through here. They don't own the Suez. They can't go around Africa because they would need a resupply base somewhere, and there is no Axis base over here. Well, except for Japan. And Japan is not Axis. Japan is Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. They are allied with the Germans, but their bases don't count towards German resupply. Which is nice. I like it. I like it a lot. We're doing great. We're also making some convoys once in a while. With our 2 dockyards. Yeah. Cool, so I think that's done. We're gonna work towards this a little, so let's continue. I have had this game stopped for a while now. Hey Japan, look at you! Nice, if Japan is here, Germany might come as well. They have access to Japanese territory, I would assume. That comes with being allied with each other. So if Germany drops in here somewhere... Well, they can't get through here, so they can't really drop in there. They can come to us. Germany, do you have access to my territory? You should have, because we're allied. We're in the same faction, right? It's not even an option. It seems. Don't need the attaché anymore. I just leave that there. It doesn't matter. We could request a Lend-Lease and get some guns, but then again Germany needs them to fight off everybody else, so I really don't want to. Ask for control of state? No. This is territory that we got in the peace conference. It's already officially ours. It's not territory we just occupy. So it would be something like down here. I don't care about that. They wouldn't give it to us anyway. Like, what do we want with Luxembourg? I could request mortuary's home state, but it's too good for us. We would have to defend that. Assembly line production, that's done, so we're now going to go here, get the production efficiency cap up by 10 and the efficiency retention, so once we switch over from crappy guns to better guns, we don't drop down in efficiency that much. Thank you very much. Get the last one here. 79 days. Anything that will end soon. You. You're going to switch over to being that guy. Just going to research 10% land night attack. And then it's just these two and we're done. I probably want to have motorized at some stage. This obviously is something we want. This, well, if we request production, the license, the blueprints from Germany, we don't need this at all. This is done. This is done. So we're really just over here. We want that really, really fast. An extra 10% construction is just what we need right now. We need to construct stuff. And we want this, because that will give us 20% more factories that we can build in the states, so we can build more. And since we already own those states and we have good infrastructure in there, which gives us a boost in construction, you just want to have that. It's better than constructing in a newly acquired crappy territory. What? Newly acquired crappy territory. Wow, that's a mouthful. Yeah, it's better to do that in a state you own where you've already put in effort and get all the bonus than having a newly acquired crappy territory where you have to start from scratch. You will have to do that anyway, but only once you max out your core territory. Also, keeps it all nice and, you know, in one area and not that much spread out. Which means when somebody invades, you don't lose the factories over here because there are none. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm paused. Duh. There's troops everywhere. That's the only issue about this war. They now had time to build an army. That's one army That's one army. That's one army. That's 4 armies. Well, 3, really. And then there's still these down here, right? Yeah! So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. That's 10 armies versus 4 armies. That's the fight we're gonna have. And, you know, they're going to continue to produce. It's going to be a thing. Japan is not at war with China anymore since we did our independence war. That whole thing ended. So there's nothing we can really do to assist in reducing that. The only thing we can do, start a war and hope that Germany joins and comes over here and helps. It's the only thing we can do. I don't care if they break out here. As soon as I get the capital and they capitulate, I get that back. So who cares? Or it leaves this troop just stranded somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Don't care either way. Now we need to make sure that we hold this, so they don't rush our capital and just defeat us, because technically this is our main territory. Everything else is just newly acquired, so they just need to defend, or they just need to defeat this to make us capitulate. So we need to be careful there. Good thing for us is they are all separate states, so if this gets deleted, the armies get deleted because state doesn't exist anymore. Same here, capitulate, army gone. Capitulate, army gone. Getting down here is the issue. We won't be able to get down here fast. Same here, although that's just one army. Once we get Xinjiang and Zibai Sanma, we will have to rush through here, get Yunnan out of the picture, and then swing over here, get the Guangxi clique, somehow to capitulate without getting sucked into the war with Raj, because they are the enemy, right? Hello. And then we can deal with China, and then it's just China, and that will be on equal footing, which would be pretty nice. Yeah, look at that here. Just like, there's 17 divisions. Screw me. I would like to increase the number of forts here a little bit on that line. We have 3 so far. That should be good as long as we don't attack. And I only intend to attack with these 2 armies right now. Because Tibet is not in the fight. So if we attack this territory and get it out of the picture, then this front line will become this front line, which is shorter. Right? If we push it even further, this is the border. So if we reach this part, we only have this front line really. Well, plus the Raj. So probably from here. That's the best we can do. And then just all in. Do what we have to. But for now, I can't do that. I need guns. And good guns. We have crappy guns, which break really fast. We need the good guns. We're producing them now, but I don't intend to attack before we get like 200,000 guns. It's just not a thing. And it's stuck again. Alright, so what are we going to do now? Europe is fighting on the continent here. That's going to be a thing either way. Whoever, that landing is probably not going to happen. This is something that might happen now. There's no connection here, it's a bit of a pity. This can't happen unless Turkey decides to join the Axis or the Allies. Once this happens, this will be an African war here. They're usually not doing naval invasions over here, so that's not going to be a thing. Hello? I forgot that they guys was in there. Oh wow, that's English. I can't words anymore, it's way too hot in here. I'm sweating, I'm dripping. I have sweat dripping from my nose while I'm recording this. That's how much dedication you get from me, guys. You don't even know. The issue now is that we are the player nation, and it's up to the player nations to do the good naval invasions. As you know, the AI is really crappy at that. Germany is not going to invade over here, and we don't have a navy to begin with. So we need to figure out how to defeat China, which is our main goal for this series, and once we have done that, we already know that China is not a naval nation. They have ports, they might have some dockyards, but they won't have a navy. And, you know, we won't have that much of a navy soon either. The United States, however, will have a big navy, so will Great Britain. Germany's navy's probably been obliterated. Italy as well. So, major nation, major issue. We won't be able to end the war like this. Resource gain efficiency. Yeah. There you go. Do that. How are we on that? It's all cleared up. Very, very wonderful. Construction engineering, here we go. And then we're just going to live with that. Great, so what are we going to do now? Well, the troops are arranged to attack China. We are vastly outnumbered. We have 4 armies. Let's have a look. So, Xinjiang has 1. Zibai Sanma has 1. Shaanxi has more than 1. That's 4. That's another 4. And that's 1.5. So that's 3, that's 8, that's 11, 12, 13 versus 4. Yes. But we're in the Axis. We just call the Germans and let them help us. We might have to go against the Raj as well. Because once we reach that border here, there's no stopping us. There's stuff everywhere we could go to. That is pretty decent. Yeah, we need to control all of this territory if we want to go and finish our main goal, which is down here. Move the capital and then claim the mandate of heaven. Yeah. Well, we'll see if that works out, right? So for now, we can upgrade stuff. We can upgrade to the better equipment for infantry, and we can upgrade the artillery. Should we do that right now? I mean, it doesn't really matter right here. Huh? We will lose a lot of stuff anyway. We don't have... don't have any retention yet. How are we doing on that? Yeah. That's 4 months away. We wait for that before we switch. That also allows us to build up a little bit of a buffer, which we don't have at all. I do want to ask the Germans for some tank production. Let's have a look here. Hi there, I shouldn't be showing that picture. Anyway, request license production. There is a lot of stuff in here. We could go all the way down and request the Tiger and build the Chinese Tiger. Production cost is 27. The Panzer IV, the Panzer IV, is only 13. We can build 2 for the price of 1 Tiger. And it's better on resource, right? 1 oil, 2 tungsten, 3 steel. Well, it's not that much of a difference. We do have tungsten, we do have chromium, so we could do that. There is a lot of variants for the Panzer IV in here. I think the best one, I had a look at this, the best one is not that one. Where is the Mark 31? Was it the Mark 34? No. What's the Mark 31? Hello? Alright, it's further up then. 23, 34, 30, 19, whatever, 32, 28, 29. Oh, we'll get there eventually. There you go. Yeah, soft attack 26.5, hard attack 22.8, and 104% reliability. That's the best one I've seen so far. They all cost the same. We're going to go for this one. And they will accept because they do like us. It's cool, right? So we're going to go for that one. We don't have the production capabilities just yet. We have 60 military factories. We're using them all. This is not going to change. This right here is not going to change. We need that for our army upkeep. So any more factories we get will produce tanks. And we're just going to attach them to our army, I believe. And just have infantry plus 1 or 2 tanks. I hope. Eventually. That's what we're going to do. We can't really be too picky here because we don't have the capabilities. So, production. Construction. That's the one. We are still producing some factories. We probably need more. We don't really have the terrain where I would build those. Already picked all the good ones. Like, there's one we could use. The rest is pretty crappy. Yeah. Yeah, for now I think that is pretty much it. And you are all the way down here for that one puny factory in Chelyabinsk. Whatever. There, somewhere. I've moved these territories up to the top because that is the supply line for the Germans to come in, right? Including Mongolia, which is already pretty good. I mean, if you look at these, that's already 80% there. These need to go up, definitely. That's already at 4, that's at 7, that's at 6. So it's not too bad. We can handle that, right? Let's actually play the game here. And let's set up a factory for you. Do this, do that, move it up here, and just wait for something to happen. Is there anything we can scale down? What do we have? Artillery, we have none. Infantry equipment, we have basically none. Support equipment, we have none. So yeah, we can't do anything right here. We can't increase our army. That would just cost too much in terms of resources that we don't have. There is a lot of crap standing at the border here. We should be able to hold that though. And for now, you know, we just let this go for a while. We have 100% war support, the war is still going, that's all good. We need more stability though. For more raw output. Jeez, not double click. War bonds. Yeah, we're gonna renew that as soon as we can.